Yeah, the first one, this is a tough one. Matty, who do you think should be the next Immortal? Of course, they're going to name an Immortal shortly. The committee had a meeting the other day. Jesus, it's tough. I mean, the one that's been spoken about a lot at the moment is Cameron Smith, and there is not a doubt in the world that Cameron is going to be an Immortal, whether it be this time around or the next time. He's in the argument as the greatest player of all time. It's going to happen. But I tell you what, there's some beauties. I mean, Ron Coote, for instance, just a phenomenal footballer. Ronnie Coote, there's a really strong argument for Ron. But then, you go through the list, you've got guys like Alan Langer, you've got Brett Kenny, you've got a bloke like Steve Rogers, the late Steve Rogers, that doesn't get spoken about. And you listen to Bob Fulton. I remember once Bob Fulton said, Steve Rogers, he said, was his toughest opponent. He said he was the perfect mix of skill, athleticism and toughness. So, mate, Glenn Lazarus, it goes on and on. Brett Kenny.
Benny Elias.
Benny Elias. Peter Sterling.
Yeah, it's very hard. Whoever they pick will be well deserved.
And the other one too is the Queensland coach, Billy Slater. I mean, so it's...
Who do you think, Matthew?
Yeah.
Who do you think would... I'm a Brett Kenny man.
I'm a Ronnie Coote man.
Yeah.
I just think because they need another one from that generation. As you said, like Smithy, he'll get it eventually.
Yes.
They'll all get him eventually, but I think we need to stay back a little bit deeper.
Yeah, I think Ronnie deserves it. Like Alf, I think, deserves it. I reckon, mate, I'm a Steve Rogers man. I thought he was... I remember growing up watching him as a player, and he was just like, to me, just looked like the perfect footballer. He was just a beautiful footballer. But talking to, like Bozo said, they said, mate, like, what... his skill and everything and what a try scorer was probably hid the fact of, they said he was just ridiculously tough. Like defensively, no one could get it over him.
What is the... Because I know you had Webby on your radio show on Fridays. What is the judging criteria? Did he...
It's just purely on the field.
Okay.
So oftentimes people will say, talk about a player and say, people will oftentimes say, well, look at this guy, what he did as a coach as well. It's just purely as a player.
Who do you like?
Nothing off the field.
I like Bert.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Brett Kenny.
Brett Kenny.
Yeah. What yourself, Dale?
Oh, I'm a bit biased as well. It's hard to go past someone like Cameron Smith, but I understand the debate about talking about different generations and then sort of going back. But I think all things considered, his playing ability, his leadership, his longevity to be able to play. He played 430 games of NRL, represented his country, his state.
Yeah.
I think all those things considered, he's probably a very well-rounded player.
Too early for him?
Too early.
Do you think?
Too early.
It's hard for me to comment because obviously, a lot of those guys are sort of speaking about we're out of my generation, so it's...
But I suppose if he's going to get it later on, why not now?
Yeah.
What's the difference?
There's older generations that probably deserve it before he does.
But
He'll get it, but he's just got to wait his turn.
Why? Yeah. If he's... Because we've seen, as Dale just rattled off all those stats,
well, Ronnie
that's
Coote,
not going to change.
Captain his country, he's won multiple grand finals.
Understand that, but...
He was New South Wales Player of the Year a couple of times.
There's just so many, like Brad Clyde, Glenn Lazarus.
Yeah.
Like Lazo was one of the greatest winners.
Whoever gets it's going to deserve it. It's just that argument.
We could argue all day.
We could, Brian.
And why not? Fletch Hindy, love the Wheelchair Rugby League segment on Thursday night. Who won the state challenge yesterday?
Unfortunately, not the Mighty Blues. So Queensland have won. That's 4 in a row. We were up. Hey, zip it.
Up for most of the game.
Yeah, we were leading at half time, but the Queenslanders came away with the win in
42-36. Yeah.
But geez, it's a tough sport, isn't it?
Very tough. It is very tough.
Now, Tommy, actually, you know what, Tom? As I was just about to ask you about your try-scoring prowess, but one more thing. A bloke we haven't spoken about as far as an Immortal was the bloke who discovered you, Gavin Miller. Gavin, mate, I'm telling you now, like, in my opinion, I think he's the greatest ball player of all time. So there's another one. Just threw that in. It's exciting. Tom, you're a try-scoring machine. Do you think you'll back yourself to beat Dale's 17 career tries?
Yeah, I think I'm a pretty good chance.
We weren't talking about that before, and the strike rate that Tommy's had in his couple of years of playing, he's got 10 years to make up about 4 tries, so I think he's safe.
Were you a try scorer as a kid, Tommy?
Believe it or not, I actually played centre when I started playing rugby league.
Yeah.
Bit skinnier and bit faster, and I scored a few early on, but the older I sort of got the slower I became and a little bit less mobile, so I just made my way into the middle and now I've got nowhere to go. So, yeah.
You're doing a good job.
Does the team work for you to score a try, or does it just happen?
No, it just happens.
Just in the right place at the right time.
Teams don't organise for people to score tries, do they, Fletch?
No.
Do they? There's a story there.
No comment.
This one, Tommy, saw a photo of you with hair on Thursday night on the show.
Yeah.
When did you call off? There you go. When did you call off the fight and decide to shave it?
I first started sort of going. I was in high school, and me and a group of my mates did like the Brave and Shave thing, like to raise money for Cancer Council and whatever, and sort of shaved it off and noticed a little bald patch then, and I was like, oh, I'm in trouble here. I was thinking I was 15 at the time. And then, sort of grew it back and held on. And one day I was just sitting in front of the TV, and the TV was off, and I could just see my reflection. And I was like, mate, you've been holding on to this for too long. Went upstairs and shaved it off.
Because, Tommy, I know a bloke who could maybe help you regrow your hair.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
I'm not sure if you know.
Mate, let me tell you something, Tommy. I will not surrender. I'm the brave heart of Hairlines. I'm just going to hang in there, baby.
Well, Tommy, you're not alone, mate, because there have been some great ball try-scoring forwards. Let's have a look at some of them right now, shall we? How about that, eh? Ben Kennedy, outstanding forward, try-scoring machine, and a baldy. This one, a little bit different. This is Corey Parker, when he had no hair back in the day when he was downstairs. Yeah. All top and bottom. Get rid of that. Michael Wayman. He's a poodle breeder in his part-time. Loves the poodles.
Is he?
Yeah, he does. And the ogre, Marco Mealy, one of the greats. The big ogre. And last but not least, your skipper, your coach, Fitzy, Craig Fitzgibbon. I wouldn't say he was a prolific try scorer, but he'd cross every now and then, Another baldy. Look at that. Good hair.
Hey, and your Fitzy.
Nice. Righto, this one. Dale, who's the better singer, Tom or Braden Hamlin-Ueli? Well, I'll tell you what, before you answer, let's have a listen.
Oh, no.
You got a fast car. I want to take it to anywhere. Maybe we can make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me and myself, we got nothing to
Get in there.
So here we go. We're driving in your car. Speed so fast, I felt like I was drunk.
Get up, Tommy! Get upstairs, motherfucker!
Had a feeling that I belong. Had a feeling I could be someone. Press it, mate. Do you remember 21st of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders. Oh, yes! While we're chasing the clouds away.
Hey.
Remember,
This is good.